Hello everyone, welcome back to another tutorial video from Conan Exiles. In this video we're gonna talk about and continue the last episode of the new meta on Conan Exiles in 2024, and in this video we're gonna talk about the archer meta. So in the last video we talked about the strength build, light, and the bomber build that we talk about everything pretty closely. If you missed that video, you can check it up here. Make sure you don't miss that before you watch this archer video. So in this video we're gonna talk about the archer gear set, weapons, the agility weapons, the arrows, the bows, and the kits, and everything you need to know. So let's start. So for the start, I'm gonna talk about the gear. Of course, it's gonna be mainly light gear for the archer because you need the movement as a archer. So first and the most usable archer gear, it's gonna be full ranger gear. You know, if all of you know the ranger gear, you're gonna find it on your journey steps. You need to find the dungeon delver when you visit the dregs here, and then the task gonna be visible here. You need to do all the dungeons around the map to be able to open this archer gear set. So in each ranger piece you can see it gives you 8% agility weapon damage and 7 stamina. This is the most important things you need for archer build. So if you go full agility, that of course I'm gonna put the bulk plating on each piece of this gear that makes you so much more armor value on the gear. I'm gonna use it now. You can see if you go full ranger gear, this is how you're gonna look like. It's gonna be 303 only armor with full ranger, and I'm gonna of course change my attributes to the new archer build that you want to use. So you're gonna go first, of course, full vitality. So you go fast healer first because you need to be fast healing mid fights, and you're gonna go gluten for the punishment to heals you mid fight. Then you're gonna full agility. You're gonna use the dead shot because your arrows go fast twice as possible, and you do 15% more damage with the arrows. That's really important for archer build. And here for rolling thrust or double jump, if you are going raid or defense, maybe double jump, but I'm more into the rolling thrust because I'm gonna also use a close range weapon next to the bow I'm using on the fights, maybe claws or katana. So I need this rolling thrust to roll hit and roll hit. So after you do these two, agility and vitality, this is the important part. You do the strength one only because we need the 10% more damage. We need also one expertise, guys, because I'm heavy all the time. If I want to carry 2 stack of arrows, 1 stack of heals, 1 stack of antidote, so you need one expertise to be able to be staying on the green part and you're not on yellow. And the most important, you go 2 on the grit because this perk, your stamina regenerate 25% faster. So this is really important to have it as an archer build. So this gonna be your full archer build as in the new meta. So you have a good sustain, you have a good armor, a lot of damage with full ranger. But this is only for the players who are good on the dodging and they are good on just aiming, so they can aim pretty good with the bow. But I have some replace, don't worry if you don't like the full ranger. I have a replace for the chest piece. Gonna use the Silent Legion medium chest and Silent Legion light pants. Maybe you ask why you using medium chest and like why you combining medium with your light gear set, because it's not changing anything on the rolling. So I'm gonna show you now. Let me drop the stuff I have so I'm not heavy. So you can see I'm on green. I'm gonna use full light first, and let's see how many rolls we're gonna do. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. So almost 11 roll. So let me change it to the medium now. So now we are medium. We almost have the same stamina. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. We almost do 11, maybe 10, maybe it was a little max at the end, but we managed to do 10 roll beside of 11 roll. But do you really think is that make a really big difference on the fights? So if you're not really good on dodging, I suggest to use the Silent Legion chest, Silent Legion medium chest, because it gives you 8% agility, and Silent Legion light because it also gives agility but a lot more armor value. Look at this, Silent Legion light gives you 113 armor, but the ranger gear gives you 69 armor. It's almost double. So with this kit I have 683 armor value as archer. That's gonna be massive. So this is also a replace for you guys if you really like to have more armor in the fights. There is also more replace. You if you want to carry more, you go Kurak boots. If you are more stamina, you go spider boots and the Kurak pants. And these two item I really like for archer. If I manage to find them in one server, I will for sure use them as archer build. The Verming Hide pants and Verming Hide boots from Unnamed City, these two gear have a lot of value for archer. You can see each piece gives me 60 health and 6% agility damage. So these two piece only gives you 120 HP value. This gonna be huge. Let me use this as my gear. You can see, so with these boots and pants and with this ranger helmet, ranger hands, Silent Legion chest, Silent Legion chest, Verming pants and Verming boots, you can see I have 650 armor value, and I'm gonna have a lot of HP value. I didn't still eat the buffs. You can see I have 815 HP value. That's gonna be a lot. So for the buff, of course, you see you're gonna go salted exquisite meat for 15% agility, and the elixir of grace for 15% agility. These two is very important for the agility buffs. So we are here now for the, I think we are finished with the gear part. And of course for the bulkhead, you're gonna find it on the Warmaker dungeon, that it's located here in the salt area in C7 C8. So for the weapons we're gonna use, we have a lot of option for the weapon as a agility in Conan Exiles. So first, the items I like gonna be the katanas. This is the 4 katana that you can make and find that they are the best in the game that you need to use next to your bow. So you only have one option, craftable katana. That's gonna be the star metal katana, normal or DLCs that have 53 damage and 12 armor pen. For the 3 other legendary katanas that you can find around the map, one of the best ones is Musashi blade, that you can find it in the new castle or you can find it on the legendary boxes. The blade of 7 wind was always one of the best katanas in the game, that you can find it on the red mother in the Unnamed City, that have a really low chance to get it, but you have 33 damage, 100% armor pen. For this weapon I need to mention, do not use the master weapon fitting, use the oil of agony to have extra damage on it. So now I have 48 damage with 100% armor pen. That's a lot more damage value on the katana. Since you have 100% armor pen, you don't need armor pen anymore. And the last one that is really nice katana that I always like to use it is the Graceful Knight, that I don't know maybe where to find it. Maybe you guys can put it down below in the comments and teach me where you're finding this katana, the Graceful Knight. It seems really good katana. If you put a master weapon fitting on it, you have 69 damage, 26% armor penetration, and you can put poison on this. This is the only benefit this Graceful Knight have towards the Musashi blade. Musashi blade gives you cripple, Graceful Knight gives you queen poison stack on it, so you can choose whatever you want from these katanas. So for the bows, we have 4 options here that gonna be the best bows in the game. Craftable bow, the best, you're gonna use the Kari bow. That was always the best bow. With the master weapon fitting, you're gonna have 36 damage, 21 armor pen. The next legendary gonna be the hollow bone bow, that you're gonna find it on here in the bat caves. You always know where you farm hollow bone arrows here. So in the cave there is a bad boss. If you kill it, you have a chance to get hollow bone bow that have 33 damage, 21 armor pen. And for the other legendary bow, we're gonna use blood moon bow that you can find it on the Jebel Sag dungeon from the boss. This bow have 38 damage, 12 armor pen that have really high value on the damage. It's really good bow. You can find it pretty easy on the dungeon. And for the best one, of course, reach of the Red Mother from Red Mother in the unnamed city. You have 39 damage, 21 armor pen. That was always the best bow, but it's pretty hard to get it on Exile land. So for the arrows, we're gonna use the craftable arrows. Of course, star metal arrows have 18 damage value, 16 armor pen. You can also use the obsidian arrows or the arrows from the Dregs dungeon. They also do some good damage like a star metal. So you have some option for craftable arrows. And for non-craftable and legendary arrows, this is the best 2 arrow you need to farm if you want to do massive damage as an archer. You need to find the mandibles arrows on the volcano and the hollow bone arrows. Maybe I need to mention where to find these mandibles arrows, because it's pretty hard to find them if you are farming by yourself and you don't know where is the spider on the volcano. So when you coming to farm the volcano where you farming the golds, there is a troll you can see here in this location where I'm standing. Let me kill this guy so he don't kill me. So you need to keep killing this guy here exactly where I'm located, here that I'm putting a sword on the map. So here you need to come and just kill this troll to start spawning the spider. And after you killing the spider, you have a chance for getting mandibles arrows. And for the hollow bone arrows, of course, you're gonna go to each cave of the bats and you're gonna find the hollow bone arrows from farming these bat riders. So you're gonna kill them and you're gonna farm them with pick or pickaxe, and you have a chance to get the hollow bone arrows that have really high value on the damage and armor penetration, especially the armor pen. You can see the armor pen on these arrows is 54%. So if your enemy have heavy armor, you're gonna do massive damage with these arrows on him. So for the one-handed sword, if you are a one-handed sword enjoyer, you're gonna use the Amir Kurum or something like that. This one-handed sword is one of the best agility, I mean the only agility one-handed sword we can say. I didn't find any other agility one-handed sword. You're gonna use 64 damage, 21 armor pen. For spears, it was always the black dragon pike and vaulting pole. If you are a spear enjoyer, maybe you want to horse PvP with the spear, because the spear is useless now. You cannot use them as a normal PvP on the ground. 65 damage, 21 armor pen for the vaulting pole, and 70 damage, 19 armor pen with the bleed on the black dragon pike. And this is one of my favorites, the claws. So in this meta, claws and katanas are the most meta, we can say. So you're gonna go only for these claws that you're gonna find it on the war maker. It's the black claws. This only claws you're gonna find it on the Jebel Sag from the tiger boss. So if I put the master weapon fitting on it, it's gonna be 57 damage, 21 armor pen. And this berserker fist blades, this the only advantage you have on this fist blades or claws, you're gonna have poison value. You can put queen poison on them, 57 damage, 21 armor pen. And for the disease spikes or the claws, you're gonna find it in the war maker. You have 51 damage, 21 armor pen, and disease on each hit. And if you want to use a heavy hammer as an agility, you can go for Big D Kurbin. This hammer gonna have 71 damage, 61 armor pen, and it's agility hammer. So this was all the weapons you're gonna use on the Exile land as an agility archer, or you can even use this gear and stuff for a normal agility build, not only for the best archer build that is existing on the Exile land. I'm gonna use the bow and some of these arrows to test the damage. Maybe I'm gonna drop some of this stuff so I'm not heavy kinda. Oh, I dropped my arrows here. So let's test our damage maybe on some of these NPCs. I have the buff, I have the wrong gear. I need to use, I like more to use this full um, I like to use this full ranger. And let's see, we have now full ranger, we have reach of red mother, and we have the mandibles arrows. And let's see, you also gonna, like, every hit you can cancel your load by just rolling. So make sure when you trying to hit, after that you roll. You can see I'm two-shotting these NPCs from the head. So this is pretty OP build. I'm doing around 350 damage, as you can see, but I'm very squishy, so you need to be really careful when you playing bow. And the next thing I need to, maybe it's not the place to explain, but I can gives you extra tip. When you playing bow, the right click aim is slower for a normal player. You need to go to the setting, you need to go to the controls, and this aim mouse sensitivity, you need to put it higher. So when you are going to the aim, you aim faster, because for the fights you need to turn, you need to hit. For example, I'm aiming this flower, I need to turn, like you need to be fast on the aiming. So this is really important if you want to play archer. Keep that in mind. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, episode 2 of meta, especially for archer. If I miss anything, make sure you put it down below in the comments. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you all in the next video.